Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is just kind of more of a vlog. I wanted to chat with you. I had such a busy week last week attending to some clients, and then if you follow along with our current events, you saw that we are starting Fall Flower School, which has been really fun so far. So thank you to everyone who has joined us. If you do still want to get in on Fall Flower School, you can still sign up, and you'll have the replay from Saturday coming into your inbox today. And then you'll be able to join us for the Fruit and Flowers Centerpiece in November and our holiday centerpiece in December. And it comes with a fun little group and a lot of extra flower arranging content and support, and our career students are in that class as well, so you can be inspired by them. Then on Sunday we had a foam-free workshop, and really it was more about compostable arrangement. There's a lot of talk about sustainable floristry, and I myself have been really experimenting with new techniques the last 4 or 5 years, and that's really how my book was actually born, Field Flower Vase. So a lot of the work I was doing leading up to that kind of is how I started really delving into compostable, really going beyond foam free, because a lot of us who have been working in a naturalistic way have been foam free for years. I used to occasionally use it here and there, but I'm done with that now. And now I'm going, one step further into compostable arrangements. So if you want to have a little peek into my toolkit and hear a little bit more about my philosophy behind that, I actually have a free workshop we did. We held it live yesterday, and we have this great installation, and this is the centerpiece that I made for the demo. But if you would like the replay, just go ahead and hit the link in the comment box below, and then you will get the replay into your inbox along with all of the notes and sources. So that was really fun, and I'm just kind of recovering today as I get my own life in order and then attend to some more deadlines. But I just wanted to kind of let you know what's going on at Frolic Flower School right now. Our fall holiday flower school has been so much fun, and I'm heading back to the United States soon, and I will be in a very snowy climate. So I'm excited to forage there. Yes, you can forage in the snow and see what I make, see what I can come up with for winter. I think it will be really fun. Yesterday I went out to a local flower farm to get all of the flowers for our workshop. So yeah, so it was really fun to head out to the flower farm, and these relationships you forge with your local growers, if you are a florist or wanting to be a florist, are really everything. So I'm leaving, last week just feeling super inspired. I have a lot of ideas about some really fun things we're going to be doing at the flower school next year. I'm feeling very inspired to see how we can push the limits on floral design and just go completely local and as compostable as possible, and try to make it as practical for people as possible, because if it's not sustainable for your business, it won't also be sustainable for the environment. So I would love to hear from you. I'm just curious how you're doing on your floral journey, and how that is going for you. I think there are so many people out there that have the talent and the passion, but they're kind of afraid to take the leap. They're feeling unsure, or they're afraid to put themselves out there to show the arrangements and the designs and their art and what they're creating. And I just don't want you to feel afraid. You don't need anyone's permission to share your creativity, and you can set it up in a way that is sustainable for you. You know, and I don't ever recommend taking a leap when it comes to business and making something your living. You know, I do think that should take a lot of thought, and you shouldn't always, I'm never one to encourage people to take the leap if they don't have the financial security and the setup they need. So I do think that is really important for peace of mind. So I will never tell you to sign up for one of my classes if you don't have the budget for it. I just don't believe in that, but I do try to make the classes very accessible so that even if you're starting out on a low budget, you can start the classes on weekends and slowly start integrating floral design into your life and your work. But I do think there's ways to set up your business so that it can create a life that is fulfilling for you and work that is fulfilling. So there's so many different directions you can take floral design now. And the environmentalism and the sustainability is actually just not an option anymore. It's something you have to study and you have to be doing if you want to become a florist in 2021, 2022 and onwards. You just absolutely have to be aware of the environmental impacts. There's no choice around that anymore. So, you know, it's a creative challenge. It's a creative limit. We always have limits on our creativity, so this is just a new one that we get to deal with, and it always creates something wonderful. Whenever you have limits on your creativity, you know, whether it's resources or what have you, it actually inspires you to create original work that nobody else can create except for you. And that happened to me with my book, actually, you know, because I moved to a very small village in Portugal and I was starting over and I had pretty lean resources. I also, you know, I didn't have access to a lot of my traditional florist supplies that I used to rely on when I had to. You know, although I've always done naturalistic design, there's certain tools we all use that are just very convenient. Well, I didn't have access to those, and particularly because I don't believe in ordering from Amazon or big companies like that. I typically don't do it if I don't have to. So I challenged myself to come up with designs using what I had. And you can see that in my book, Field Flower Vase, and that book was born out of that time. And so I will always believe in working with the constraints that you have. I've always had really interesting and exciting things happen whenever I make the best of those situations. So that's why when people kind of come at me with, I don't want to say excuses, we all have things going on in our lives, and right now, you know, it's a lot. But you know, there's always a way to start, and sometimes you just have to start and you have to kind of let go of that fear. And I very much recommend that you do not look at what people around you are doing. So for instance, I rarely look at, you know, people who might be my quote unquote competitors. I wish everyone well, and I really try to have a good spirit when it comes to the industry, and I try to get to know people, and I have a lot of friends who are florists and flower farmers, and it's wonderful. But I don't spend too much time, for instance, on Instagram, like scrolling through and seeing what people are doing. I find that that is not helpful to me at all. That does not move my business forward at all. So I just focus on what I can do and what I can offer my students. And right now I found out that the best way that I can make the most impact is through teaching sustainable floristry to up and coming florists. And not always florists, designers, stylists, people who want to integrate a floral product into their business, or even as like a side gig, or maybe even just learn more about floristry, but teaching it with sustainability in mind is the way forward for me. So anyways, I just wanted to check in. I would love to know where you are on your journey and maybe how I can help you. Do you have your floral portfolio going yet? What's stopping you from doing that? Is it the photography? Do you feel like you need more confidence in design? Let me know. I would love to help you out. So leave a comment in the comment box below. And if you'd like to join us for the foam-free workshop that happened yesterday, you can get the replay, okay? So hit the link in the box below. The replay will be going out in about 24 hours after I've posted this. So the replay should be available by the time I post this video. And I hope you find it helpful. So let me know how I can help you on your flower journey. Thank you so much for tuning into the YouTube. If there are any tutorials you would like to see here, please let me know and I'll try my best to create a video around that. Okay, happy flower arranging. I'll see you in the next video.